Hi guys. So it's kind of crazy. Um it's been about a little over a week, or right around a week since I last recorded. Um since last episode. And it's like so much has changed and nothing has changed all at once. The big thing is I stopped running. I've been running away for over 15 years now. In last episode, I kind of realized that I was done. And that's when I decided that this episode was going to be my time to finally speak out and tell my story. This is probably going to be one of my hardest recordings, but I feel strong. I actually feel strong. All those years of running away from tiny men, I didn't realize I was running from tiny men. But when they started to attack me for my service, it was like the light bulb went on. Like, why am I running from these? They are the reason that I kept my mouth shut and why I was afraid to speak up, because I was afraid to have to fight them. But I don't know. It's like I stopped running and I turned around and realized that they're not as scary as I thought they were. My anxiety is still there. I still have that angry hornet's nest in the chest when it hits. But the fear is gone. It has taken over 15 years to get to this point. And it feels good to be here. I'm gonna give this short pause because I'm about to start my story and what happened. It's not a good story. Survivors, you might not want to listen. I don't want to trigger anybody. But I am a part of the hashtag #MeToo and hashtag I am Vanessa Guillen movements. I have just not really been able to speak up. My PTSD is not the result of enemy fire or even combat zone stress. My PTSD is the result of a battle buddy deciding that he had the right to have sex with me after I had passed out from drinking. My PTSD is the result of when I reported it, CID blamed me I was interrogated. I was threatened with dishonorable discharge and time in Leavenworth if I didn't admit that it was consensual sex and I just made a mistake. They never broke me. They caused a disease. But look at me today. They didn't break me. After that, the trauma that I experienced at the hands of CID, after reporting to them that this man that I had trusted with my life, I had been trained to trust him with my life. To realize that I couldn't trust my battle buddies with my body was rough. In the Army, we would do things called safety stand-downs. They were usually at least annually. Depending on where we were, they'd be quarterly. There was always sexual assault awareness briefings. And every time I had to go through those, I had to sit through being told how my rights were violated by CID. I had to sit there knowing that what was being said in those briefings was not what was happening in real life. That might be what was supposed to be, but that wasn't reality. I didn't feel like I could speak up. This is really my first time publicly speaking out. I've spoken out to my friends and family on Facebook, but this is really my first time publicly speaking out. I wound up with PTSD because I was raped. And then my rights were violated by those that were responsible for protecting me. And I had to be reminded of it 1 to 4 times a year. I couldn't just push it away. In spite of that, I earned the Army Good Conduct Award as soon as I had time and service eligibility. And I was on point to earn it again as soon as I had time and service if I hadn't been medically discharged due to my PTSD. Right now I have a tiny man trying to claim that because I have PTSD, I'm unfit to be a parent. Nothing else in there, nothing other than because I have PTSD. I'm done running. I'm ready to speak out. I'm not afraid anymore. It feels good. For any of you that are still fighting the fear, it's okay. It is okay. Two weeks ago, I wouldn't have thought that I would be here talking this plainly. Actually, like, eye in the camera. I don't know if I've ever actually like been able to really look at you guys this much. And I finally feel at least some of the strength that people have always told me I have. I'm ready to stand up and try and actually start the fight for change. I was blamed because I was married. And so, well, it must have been consensual. I just felt bad. We as women aren't responsible for how you feel when you look at us. How you feel when you look at me, sorry, how you feel when you look at me, that's yours, not me. That's yours. You can be frustrated with me, you can be angry, you can like it. That doesn't matter. But it's your emotion and it's your responsibility. Whatever it is. I am tired of women being blamed for things because, oh well, you know, she was dressed too sexy. She tempted me. She asked for it. The only way we ask for it is with words. Or it's very, very, very blatantly obvious, like we are grabbing, like, obviously if we are grabbing you and kissing you, and if that's without consent, that's not okay either. You know, this happens to men too. I want to it's less talked about, but, and in the army, it's staggering. I don't know the exact numbers, but I know it's less than 1 in 20 men have to deal with this. I mean, the problem in the military is insane. But we still play for Viagra. And I'm not anti-Viagra. I'm just... we got to get our priorities straight. And we've got to start fixing the blame mentality. And start taking out the trash in the military. Because there are far too many green on green, blue on green, blue on blue. There's too many service on service incidents. We're freaking supposed to be there. I mean, we fight together. We're supposed to be able to trust each other. Why the hell, as a woman, did I have to know? I mean, we have to sit there and think when we're downrange, and I haven't gone downrange, but I had all this planned out because I got all the tips from all my other female battle buddies on what I needed to do. And, you know, when I was out and around in Korea, I tried to do this, you know, I tried to make sure I had my protection. But you can't go to the porta potty by yourself. You have to make sure you take your female battle buddies to make sure that someone doesn't grab you and rape you in a freaking porta potty. We have to be on guard not only for the enemy, but for our battle buddies. And still we serve. And still those jerks try to say we don't belong. Well, you know what? It's not because of us. It's not us that don't belong. It's the perverts. It's the guys that think that because we're a woman, we're their property, we're their toy. Or the guys that think that their emotions are our responsibility. They're the ones that need to go. They're the ones that don't belong in the military. They're the ones that are tiny men. And those are the men that I was afraid of for so long. I am brand new to advocacy. I wanted to be an advocate and I wanted to speak up for this. I wanted this moment for 15 years. But I wasn't strong enough. I make mistakes. I have already accidentally gone offensive on allies. And, you know, I try to apologize when that happens. And, you know, own up to it. Because I'm not trying to fight. I'm trying to fix. But I am also very, very close to the situation. And I'm also very, very new to this. Like, thankfully, I know I've been watching a lot of very good role models. And I don't know where this goes from here. I know I've got to finish dealing with one of my former abusers who is actively at it again. And once that has been done, I will be able to look at how to advocate more for change. Anyone who knows, if you can link me to any websites on how to advocate for these changes in the military, I would greatly, greatly appreciate that, because my start point is Army. It's like, I want to, my goal is start with fixing the Army when it comes to sexual assault, and grow out from there until sexual assault isn't a problem. While also, being an ally for other causes. I'm done running and it feels good. I'm sorry, I know I keep saying that, but it just feels good. And I want to take this and I want to start making progress somewhere. Because from everything I've seen, it's only gotten worse since I got out. And especially in the last 6 years. We have to fix the mindset when it comes to women's bodies. It's I don't know how. I just know it's rooted in the mindset and the whole boys will be boys type mentality. Crap ain't gonna get fixed until we fix that kind of crap. I've told it. And that wasn't so bad. Certainly wasn't as bad as I thought it was, as I always felt it was going to be. It really wasn't. Saying it out loud, publicly, wasn't as horrible. And I know I still have to deal with, comments and everything. But I don't know. I don't know how to explain it other than bring it on. Take care, you guys. Look out for each other. Look out for the people around you. Speak up if you are able to. Speak up when you see something wrong. If you're not able to, it's okay. You just do what you're able to. And love yourself and keep working on whatever you feel you need to work on. Just be you and love, spread love and kindness. Be like the doctor. Bye, guys. See you guys again later.